Hi there, Rasmi here. If you don't know me, in this channel I talk about different topics, and today I want to talk about forgiveness, which I have been struggling a lot. I used to struggle a lot. I'm getting better than I used to, but still it's very hard for me to forgive. Some people, I thought I forgave them, but then I really couldn't forgive them. So let's talk about forgiveness today. What I realized is forgiveness. In the past, I used to think forgiveness is for others, that I forgive them. I forgive them for their behavior. And why would I do that? I used to hold grudges, and then every time I hear their name, every time I see them moving around, it would make me really angry. I would fume with anger. So that would make me really unhappy as well. So as time went by, I realized I'm just doing harm to myself by being angry. So I thought maybe I should start to ignore them. And then I started to ignore them. Their presence or their absence should never bother me. That was my thought. But then it wasn't easy. The more I tried to forget them, the more I try, the worse it got. The more I tried to forgive them or forget them, the more they were into my thoughts, the more they were in my memories. So it was really hard for me. It still gets hard for me sometimes to forgive people, but I'm learning to be a better version of me. So one day, hopefully, I'll get better in forgiving people. And then, so how I started forgiveness. So I was really unhappy, and everything about those people whom I was not able to forgive was bothering me so much. I wasn't at peace. So what I did, I started to write down in a piece of paper who bothered me and what did they do. And the surprise was, the more I wrote, the less burden it felt to me. So whatever things was bothering me in the past, as I wrote them down, it wasn't bothering me as much. I was more accepting, and the more I accepted people as they are, I started to feel better. And I felt like change is necessary. Maybe I need to change myself. If I change about how I think about that person, then my reality changes. That's what I thought. And then I started to forgive people one by one. And I also realized while I was forgiving people, the most important thing was forgiving yourself. If you can forgive yourself, then you can forgive anybody. It sounds strange, but most of the times we are so critical of ourselves. No one can, throw criticism worse than our own self. So when you start to love yourself a little more, and when you start to improve yourself, look after your body, look after your mental health, and then you realize forgiveness becomes really easy. It doesn't become that difficult. Forgiveness taught me, if I can forgive myself, then I can definitely forgive people for their actions. So forgiveness make me free. Forgiveness helped me to release my anger, because I was holding on to this anger and resentment from people and grudges, and that was making me miserable. And as soon as I release those angers, I become softer, I become better than I used to be, and my mental health and my well-being started to become better. So whatever you are holding on to, maybe just try and start to look it from different perspective. Maybe write them down. When you write them down, it gives you a different perspective. If the same thing bothers you, write the same thing 100 times, and 100 times you find different perspective. But what should be in your mind is, you want to change that. You want to change the conversation. If you are not able to forgive yourself, you have to change that conversation that you are having within yourself. Once you are able to do that, and once you develop compassion, then it becomes easier for you to forgive. Yeah, as a human being, you are not perfect. We are not perfect human beings. We make mistakes, but then we have this courage and resilience within us that makes us a beautiful human being, and that also helps us in becoming more forgiving person. So that's about it for today. When was the last time you have forgiven somebody? Please write them in the comments. Or are you not able to forgive someone? Would you like to forgive them? Because forgiveness is not for other person, it's for you. Unfortunately, it's for myself. I'm still learning, and I hope I get better. Thank you.